What's up, mobile gamers? We got a quick video for you. Probably won't be too long today. We are going to check out the Hall of Fame Sweet Snow Skin for Iris. Now you'll see that I've actually already got this from the start of the Battle Pass here. If it'll load. There we go. So it is the level 0 reward for the Battle Pass. So once you get the Battle Pass, I think it's like $7 or $8. You can get this skin, and then it also helps you towards the shopping spree that is going on right now. So if you have so far 5 skins, and you'll see I have 5 here, you can get rewards. I showed these in the last video. So we are going to go ahead and check out the Iris one specifically, since I've already got all the other ones and I made a video on the Yaw one. So as you can see here, it's not a legendary skin, so it's a tier lower than that. So she doesn't have any extra visual effects or anything like that. So her gun doesn't make a different noise, and the Piebot is pretty similar to before. So right now you can see it's a penguin, and he's got some green on him there, and he glows yellow. And then you'll see she also has a nice little bunch of cherries or apples or something like that. I think that might be cherries on her hat there. She has the bow in her hair. I can't see if I can't really see it from there, so we'll go ahead and go into here and turn her around so you can see the bow in her hair. She's also got those really cool boots with the leggings, and then she's kind of got like almost like a uniform looking Santa outfit, something like that. So those are the bows in her hair, and then she's also got cute little penguins for the ribbons that would be on the bottom of her braids there. You can see her gun is also kind of gift wrapped a little bit. It's kind of got a bow on it, and the wrapping kind of goes around the barrel of the gun there. So that's pretty cool detail I saw. And she also has obviously the bow right on the front of her there. So we're going to jump into a team deathmatch game with her here. That was really fast, and they've got an Iris with the same skin. So we'll try to make sure we shoot her the most. That way you guys can see what the skin looks like from both directions, whether you're facing it or using it. And pretty much the only tip I have for Iris, she's pretty easy. The biggest tip is to stay by either your tank or your best damage dealer who has the most health. So if we didn't have a Ruby, if it was like a Mark or something, we'd stay by the Skady. But we're going to go ahead and stay by the Ruby. And you'll see a lot of people right away will use her Piebot, but you want to actually wait for that because the burst of health is really good for helping out your teammates stay in the fight longer. Alright, it looks like we might actually die here. Yep. So, one thing with Iris is you really have to rely on your teammates. She can't really go toe-to-toe with any of the other heroes in the game except, like, I mean, maybe Vincent if he's not cloaked or anything like that, just because of how little health he has. But for the most part, you'll see here, I don't know why I didn't click on her, that was odd. Oh, it did, alright, sorry. Looks like we might be lagging a tiny bit. So, we did get that kill, but not because she can 1v1 effectively. The only reason we got it is because we are staying behind the Ruby here. Now, yep, okay, perfect. She actually just did it. So, I do have Iris's passive, which means once you get a kill or your teammates get a kill, then she drops a little health pack. Whoever you kill drops a health pack. And you can see that the Ruby picked one up there. Now, I will say that not a lot of people seem to know that those health packs drop. Because whether or not they know I have the passive, they can see it drop, and looks like she just ulted there. Now, we don't have our ult to counter this, so we're going to just back up, see if we can't help out. Yep, they all 3 ulted there. That's unfortunate. I'm very surprised we're still alive. Hopefully the Ruby can spawn in and help us a little bit here. Yep. The Hualing is definitely a threat here. We probably are going to lose just because our Skady is not doing as much as their Hualing. And my Ruby is kind of pushing up when she doesn't need to. So we are being very defensive here. And that is the other thing, is you have to adapt to the playstyle of whoever you're trying to help here. So we'll drop our ult there, and the Ruby is not pushing whatsoever. So normally you would push in this scenario because unless the Hua Ling headshots you, you can't get killed. So we are going to try to help the Ruby. They're all three going to push. Alright, looks like we did get their Ruby. We can still turn this around unless the headshot comes in from the Hua Ling. So that's unfortunate there, but no worries. That just kind of happens when you play support. When you're a support, you have to rely on how good your team is.
Good job.
I actually don't have the high button, so that's why I just said nice. But you can see here that we're just kind of outmatched by the heroes that they have. I wouldn't say that their Iris is healing them so much that it makes my Iris useless, but Iris is there's only two support characters, and Iris is the weaker of the two. Don't get me wrong, her ult is nice, like her ult does help out, but if I were Chemist right now, then I think that I would actually have enough damage and enough health that we would be able to definitely turn this game around, because we could get closer to Hua Ling as Chemist than we could as Iris. It looks like she got her. Yep. And unfortunately, this is just kind of my Ruby's playstyle. My Ruby does not enjoy being a tank. She doesn't really put up her shield in the best spots, and our team just isn't doing enough damage to change the pace of the game or anything like that. Their Hua Ling's doing pretty good. Yep, she's got some headshots going. So Hua Ling, definitely with that passive, she is pretty much unbeatable unless you play your character right, because you have to be aware that she is scanning all the time. Now, this is what I talked about in the Road of Fire. I've had a few comments on my videos, so you can just hit that details button that I did right there, and then you just like these guys right here. Make sure you give everybody a like, and then that would be 6, and then the next game you do it again and you get 10. So I'll show you guys the Road to Fire real quick, and I'll explain what I'm talking about here. So this, whoops, wrong button there. So we'll go to the Events tab, and then you click the Road to Fire, and then you'll see right here, play a match and have at least 5 assists. So we've done that one. And then this one, like other players, with the settlement to light it up. And then the one before that, well, hang on, where is it? Yep. Play matches of any mode and like 10 players in total to light it up. So that one is the one that some people have been struggling with, just because you got to hit that details button to get those extra likes. And some people don't even like the players that they're with. They don't even like their teammates. So I do that every game, even before the event at least, just because that's just kind of who I am. I like to play the assist role. So more than likely we're going to either stay on the Chemist if she's not very good, or just stick with the Judix, because Chemist can pretty much carry herself in any situation when she's against all these heroes. I would say the Kazuma is going to be a problem if the Judix does not shoot him out of the air, because if you're a good Kazuma and you have, it's almost like his own strategy where you will hit his jets when you're around a corner, and then you'll be above them and you can shoot them without them noticing you. So I'll do a little emote poster thing. It looks like our Chemist is playing. I am not sure what our team's doing, so that's kind of the thing. You just always need to stay by your team if you're playing support. So even if I'm the best support in the world, if my team isn't doing enough damage, then we simply aren't going to do very good. So it looks like both teams are playing very defensively, so I'm actually going to try to pull a flank here. See if we can't right-hand peek her real quick.
Well done.
So the Chemist died. I don't know. She needs to shoot her feet while she's pushing forward. Now, I'm not actually going to challenge this Gatlin unless I can right-hand peek. Alright, so it looks like it did lag a little bit there, so normally I would have pulled back. But we almost got the Gatlin right-hand peeking, and she didn't even try to shoot us. We actually got killed by the Gloria there. So hopefully by me being aggressive for 1 or 2 deaths, our team will start to push up. We've got the Kazuma here. We're going to try to cut him off so he can't shoot our chemist. And that's one of the things too. A lot of people will say if you're a tank, that's when you need to be absorbing damage. But I would actually argue that it's just as important to do so with a healer. So right now he can't do any damage to us because the chemist is constantly healing, and I also have my Pi bot. So you can see we're gonna push this Gatlin because we have a chemist. You just have to play around the heroes that your teammates are playing. So we are gonna push this Kazuma just because he's low. And it looks like we are actually kind of spawn camping them. I don't usually play like this, but I kind of would like a win for the video, so we're gonna go ahead and be a little toxic here, just so we can give you guys a win. Probably pull back now that we're so far ahead. I don't condone people that spawn camp. I think it's kind of a messed up thing to do if you're winning by this much. Now, if they were like at 12 or 11 and we were spawn camping them, then I probably wouldn't have any problems with it. So that is why you always need to play around the legends that they are playing, because if I had rushed in there, the chemist probably would have died with me, but she had her ult, so she was able to survive on her own, and I was able to dish out some damage while she was helping me out. So he's gonna cannonball, and we're gonna get him before he does that.
Your team is about to win.
So we're doing pretty good this game, so I will probably end it after. So you don't have emotes in this game. I know I said emote when I put this down, but they're called holo posters, I think. I just honestly don't ever remember what they're called, so I just call them emotes.
Good job.
If they did have emotes, I definitely would do those for you guys. So it looks like our chemist is doing really good, and so is our Judix. So we ended up getting 2 different teams here, so I could kind of showcase for you how this goes. If you're playing support, you really have to play around the people that are on your team. And I know for some people that's really hard to do. I know that a lot of YouTubers, they want content, they want to get the kills, they want the headshots. And that's kind of like the videos that get a lot of views. But I just play support the way it's supposed to be played for you guys, so you guys know how you should play the heroes, even if you're not a content creator, if you're just like an everyday player. So if you want wins with support, you have to rely on your team. You have to change your playstyle to fit them. And that's kind of hard for people to do, but luckily for me, I'm a support main, so I do have a couple legendary skins for Iris. But I just wanted to show this one off to you guys here today. It's really cool. It fits the Christmas spirit, and it's actually Christmas Eve right now. So we'll go ahead. We'll give you guys one more look here. She does her little twirl and sends her Pi bot out, so that's super cool. So there she is. She's got all kinds of different bows and snowmen and penguins and kind of stuff on her. So there's the Iris skin for you guys. I will say, before I go, make sure you guys have a good Christmas and look out for my video tomorrow. It's going to be super, super good. Hopefully, I think you guys are all going to like it. It's going to be very different from a lot of the T3 content that you guys have been seeing lately. So hopefully you guys watch that video, but if you're a dev, don't watch the video. It's a secret, all right?